down. Hey, I love you in the back. Okay, I love you in the back. Yes, yes. Hello, and thank you for watching my channel, Movie Scenes with Jasmine. I'm Jasmine, and I don't think Michael Jackson is dead. Anyway, so before we get started, feel free to like, subscribe, share, talk about it with your nosy friends, wherever the Lord leads you. You know what I mean? All right, so today we're going to do another movie review type of thing, but it's going to be old movies again, or rating movies, because I don't know if it's just the theaters not being really like, I haven't been yet, so I haven't seen any movies that I feel like reviewing. So I'm going to talk about movies, Disney movies. I almost forgot what I was going to say. Disney movies. So I'm going to rate my top 10 favorite Disney movies of all time. I'm going to say of all time because there's so many Disney movies. But these are the ones that came to my mind initially. So again, towards the end of the video, if you feel like I forgot some, if you don't agree, we'll just chit chat about it, wherever you want to do. So first things first, my favorite, and anybody who knows me should know this. And if you don't, now you know now watching this video. Anybody who knows me knows that my favorite Disney movie is Hercules. Now, I laugh because so many people don't like Hercules. And I don't really remember the first time I saw it, but I think it was the theme song or the soundtrack, the storyline. I like mythical, like fantasy type of movies anyway. So that one, it just kind of, wrapped up all my favorite things into like one movie. The whole premise, or if that's the right word, the whole moral of the story is Hercules wanted to be, this magnificent god, if you will, but the power of God, that version of it, Zeus and all them, was always in him. So I felt like that whole story was like, you never really know who you are, or you trying to be something that you already are, things like that. So I love it. And the soundtrack. Okay. Now I'm a church girl, Christian, all that, whatever. But so if you play some gospel music of any kind, for the most part, I'm there. So the fact that Disney did a movie with a gospel kind of like soundtrack, I was like, I'm here for it. Now, they've been messing up a lot of these live actions, but I really think that if they did the right casting with Hercules, they could make that legit. Now, Disney, I'm not saying that, I'm available or anything. But they had some beautiful Black women in the animated movie of all shapes and sizes, so yeah, I'm available, just saying. Okay, so that's my number one is Hercules. My number two is Mulan, the animated version. Okay. Because the live action, if you've seen my previous video reviewing it, was not good to me. So, but the animated one, from Eddie Murphy being Mushu to Mulan, obviously the story of Mulan, again, breaking the stigma of, women aren't strong, or, whatever they were trying to, women aren't strong, but in that particular movie, it was just like, oh no, women, they stay home and they're churning butter and things like that. But Mulan was really strong, and she was a bad chick. So obviously, how could I not love a movie like Mulan? So that's number two. Number 3 is a possible strange one for some people because a lot of people don't know about this movie, Anastasia. So drop in the comments if you know about Anastasia, either the history that we learned in school, I think, or the actual movie. I love the movie. I love the, I'm a big music person. You know, anyone who knows my family, musicalness, you know, we're just, music is us. So anything that has a wonderful soundtrack, hooked immediately, okay? So Once Upon a December, I believe, is the song in that movie. And that song, it's a little eerie, but it captivates you. So that song from the movie, you know, got me into it. And then obviously the movie itself. For those who don't know the movie Anastasia, I hope I don't screw this up. So it's about a Russian princess or Russian family that was brutally murdered, okay? And there was rumors to say that Anastasia was the only heir to the throne besides the grandmother to survive. So the whole story was basically trying to figure out where the real Anastasia was, if she survived, you know, things like that. So in real life, I don't think that they found the real Anastasia. And in the movie, you know, it's Disney, it's going to be whatever. They're going to find her. So at the end of the movie, you know, they find her, and it's just a wonderful, true to Disney fashion, princess kind of fantasy movie. And that's my number 3. I really enjoyed it. Number 4, look at my notes. Oh, Tarzan. Again, the soundtrack, and my brother and sister will tell you, the soundtrack for Tarzan is amazing. I think it's Phil Collins. His voice, get out. He is one of my favorites. It's like one of those voices where as soon as it comes on, you're like, oh, that's such and such or whatever. He's amazing. So the fact that mostly, I think he's probably the main person on the theme song. But anyway, the theme song itself is amazing. The movie is great. You know, everybody knows Tarzan. I don't know how to explain that. But I love it. It's my number 4. Look at my notes here. Oh, Lion King. Now, some may think, why wasn't that like number 3 or number 2? I want to say that would have been a little cliche. You know, every black person loves Lion King. You know, true. Well, I don't know if it's true. But it's not on my top list. Especially to me, the live action was like, you know, I wanted a little bit more. But anyway, I'll digress. But yes, Lion King, everybody knows the story. Again, a soundtrack, theme song, whatever you want to call it. Amazing. Circle of Life. Okay, Mufasa, Scar. You know, I mean, it's on Broadway, for goodness sake. How can you not like Lion King? So that's on my list. Toy Story. I think I lost count. I think I'm on 6. Yeah, 6. I think my dog is barking as well. So Toy Story. I'm going to say Toy Story 1, 2, and 3. Rob and I actually have to watch Toy Story 4. We saw like half of it, but we never got to finish it because honestly, when I saw the trailer and I saw that little fork thing, I was like, you know, y'all are reaching just a bit. You know, I'm not saying let it go because I love Toy Story, but how old are these toys exactly? Okay, so that's I want to say number 6. Number 7 is going to be Beauty and the Beast. Classic fairy tale. You know, I'm a sucker for a fairy tale. And I'm a sucker for your non-traditional fairy tale. Now, some people thought it was a little weird with the whole Beauty and the Beast because technically she was in love with an animal. Again, but you know, when you get really deep in those Disney conspiracies and things like that, at least I do, it's like he wasn't an animal, he was just a beast, you know. So anyway, I love Beauty and the Beast. That's towards, you know, the end of the list. However, it's still a good movie. Let's see here. Oh, Cinderella. Cinderella. How can you not love Cinderella? Okay. It's a beautiful story that's been remade 1,000,000 times in this century, probably. They have so many different versions of it. I love the Roger and Hammerstein's Cinderella with Brandy. I forget the other guy's name. Whatever, because the cast was like a multicultural cast. Okay. And it was just beautiful. Again, soundtrack is all about the soundtracks. For all y'all musicians out there, soundtracks make movies. I don't care what nobody says. Musical scores, things like that. That's what really transports you into the movie, making you remember it, things like that. So if you can get yourself on a soundtrack, paid. So yeah, I don't know which one it is, Roger and Hammerstein, whatever, with Brandy. And I personally love it even more because when I met Rob, I don't know, people were saying that it's kind of like that story because the guy was like Asian Pacific Islander or something like that. I'm Black, and just like this whole fairy tale thing. So it has a special, piece of my heart, that version of Cinderella, and of course the multicultural cast, things like that. So I really enjoyed it. Okay, let's see, where we at? I don't know, 9. I may have miscounted, but anyway, another one is Aladdin. Aladdin is towards the end of the list, not necessarily because of any particular reason, but I used to loathe or hate, or whatever the proper word is, in high school and throughout life. My name is Jasmine. I'm not mean, but my name is Jasmine. So many people throughout life have called me Jasmine, and that's not my name. So I had an issue with the fact that, people were like, oh yeah, you're like Princess Jasmine. No, I'm Jasmine. I'm like Princess Jasmine or Queen. So that's my issue. No shade to Princess Jasmine. It was still a great story, rags to riches, whatever. But that was my low-key issue with the whole thing, was that no, I am Princess Jasmine, not Jasmine. So that was my problem. But I still put it on the list because it's a great movie. And last but not least, again, there's so many Disney movies. It was very, very hard to make this list. But this is the last one that I can remember that I really enjoyed. And it's a newer one, Big Hero 6. Why did I like this movie? I don't know. I mean, I think it was it's based off a comic, Marvel comic, I believe. And the whole Japanese type of thing, it was just good. I just liked it. It gave me the feels a little bit too. I mean, what Disney movie doesn't? But yeah, so I really enjoyed Big Hero 6. So that is my wonderful list of top 10 Disney movies. If you have some Disney movies that you think I missed, or you want to discuss why I chose the different ones I did, or if there's some I forgot, feel free to comment, like, share, talk about it with your nosy friends, and things like that. So with that being said, don't forget to like, share, or comment. And